Let's talk about AWS Access Methods. For this course, we're going to be primarily using the AWS Management Console. It's a pretty simple to use interface that's browser based, and it's useful for manual and non-bulk activity. There's also a command line interface, or CLI. The CLI allows us to issue commands via a command prompt style interface. As long as you know the commands, it's really useful for doing bulk activities and automated actions and things like that. So we'll use it a little bit in this course. There's also a software development kit, or SDK, and the SDKs are used for granting external applications access to AWS resources. So the AWS Management Console, this is the method that we've been using for this course, and this is primarily what we're going to be using throughout the course. It uses a root or IAM username and password, and the console has a pretty friendly interface, especially for new users who may not know necessarily what they're trying to do. It's great for that. It's also useful for using multiple applications because all of the applications are right there in the interface and you can pretty easily swap between the different applications. The CLI uses command line to execute commands in AWS. It's really useful for automating tasks and doing bulk work. It uses an access key and a secret access key to authenticate, which we'll also call an access key pair. Now the SDK, it's used for programmatic access for applications accessing AWS resources. It's available in many programming languages, and just like the CLI, it's going to be using an access key pair to authenticate. Like I just mentioned, the access key is what the CLI and SDK use to authenticate. They come in the form of an access key pair. The access key pair contains an access key ID, which works kind of like a username, and you can see the deactivated example below. And then there's also a secret access key, which works sort of like a password, and you can also see that deactivated example below. So it's very important to understand that this is just like a username and password. Do not share these. If you share these, or if you let people get access to these, you are going to be exposing your environment to unauthorized access. We also have one newer option that's available in many regions called AWS Cloud Shell. AWS Cloud Shell allows us to use the CLI interface, but it does it in the management console. So it allows us to issue bulk commands and things like that, but we are using the AWS Management Console, so either our root or IAM username and passwords to authenticate, so we don't need to use the access key pair. It's pretty convenient. It's a nice little thing. We'll be using it a little bit in our course, AWS Cloud Shell. One note about Cloud Shell is that it's not supported in all of the different AWS regions. Here's a list of AWS regions that it is supported, so just understand that if you're using a different AWS region for the course and you can't see AWS Cloud Shell, that's why. You can just watch. We're only going to use it very briefly in our course, so feel free to just follow along. This wraps up AWS Access Methods. Let's move on to the AWS Access Methods demo.